Disrespecting Mike Tyson is like asking for a bad beating, but despite that, many were quick to run their mouths on Iron Mike.
This gonna be a fight. Tyson, and you know it. You hit me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Watch the power. I ain't no joke. My name is Mitch Blood Green. Now you heard my fight. Watch my smoke.
Mitch Blood Green may not have been a highly skilled boxer in the 1980s, but he was known for his toughness and reputation as a notorious gang leader in New York. He was also infamous for speaking the harshest words about Mike Tyson.
Tyson said, "Gonna give me a fight. I want Mike Tyson." Point blank. Michelle Tyson. He's a homo. He's still a homo. His wife a homo. I'm gonna knock him out.
It was time to see if Green's words would match his actions, and Tyson was ready for whatever came his way.
Here on HBO, that between Larry Holmes and Michael Spinks. Round one, Mike Tyson right on top of it.
Mike Tyson comes out like a locomotive, going straight for Mitch Green. He's successful is to box. Pretty much do the same thing a boxer should do to a puncher. Keep that jab in his face and not be intimidated by his punching power.
Mike Tyson said that he didn't double up. He just was a little bit lazy, especially in the later rounds. So we'll see what he does about that against Mitch Green.
A little reluctant to go full steam.
So when you get in the boxing ring, is either crazy or lying.
What is your adrenaline? It's that anticipation of facing your opposition, knowing that he's capable, and the fact the crowd here. It's similar to Joe Frazier. Always aggressive, right in front of his man. Now we see some head movement.
Green is off balance when he throws his punches.
Well, the mistake that Mitch Green makes is the fact that he doesn't coordinate his fist. He's slapping his punches. And you have to make a guy like Mike Tyson respect you. Have to get those punches in and get him in sharp. That's the uppercut that was working for Quick Tillers.
By Tyson.
Come on, let him go, say.
And shots to the body. Good left hand by Tyson.
Green's mouthpiece flew out, a clear sign that Mike Tyson wasn't playing around.
No comparison. Now Green holding and hitting.
From Mitch Green from holding behind the head. Bad habit of leaning back. Watch the left hook of Mike Tyson land every time Mitch Green moves backwards. So he's able to throw quicker shots. There's the left hook I was talking about. You notice that there is no mouthpiece in Mitch Green's mouth. He was knocked out by a left hook.
And he did draw a warning from Luis Rivera, the referee, about holding. Green's in trouble.
Those shots to the body is taking his toll. Really working. A lot of body, a lot of leverage. The body shots. Watch for the left hook. There it is again, Barry. Powerful and more effective. The uppercut. When his mouthpiece was knocked out of his mouth, he kept his mouth open. Again, Barry, you have to...
Tyson had against Tillis. And what a shot.
Hands high. He works his way in.
That was a right hook.
Close area to the body.
You have to think, Ray, that maybe the Tillis fight woke him up.
But there's no need for him to slow down the momentum. Good left hook, solid left hook.
Left hand, top of the head.
That right hand, the left hook of Mike Tyson is very, very effective.
That was another big shot. What his best weapon was, and he said, my elusiveness. He has said nothing about his punching power.
And Mitch Green indicated that he was boxing.
Another big left hook.
Concerned about going the distance, going 10 rounds.
In fact, we talked to him about that.
He's talking, Tyson's talking to Mitch now.
This fight, he fought hard for about 5 rounds, and then he seemed to coast a little bit.
Look at what he's doing now. Slip punches.
Big right hand.
Big, and that wobbled Mitch Green for a second there.
To Tyson, the fight seemed like a game. He appeared to enjoy it, taunting Green mockingly before unleashing a series of powerful punches.
Can be learned in talking to some of the people he fought.
Look at here.
Just laughing at him. And Green seems to me, Ray, to be doing all the wrong things.
That's very good body movement by Mike Tyson. I'm impressed with that.
Goes on a rock. Another big left hook. He did pace himself, and what a right hand.
There is such frustration at full speed. Look at here, you can tell that he is not concerned about going the distance, throwing those shots. There again, Mitch Green is throwing his punches, not doing any damage. Put in the ring.
Chopping right hand did get in.
I mean, Tyson, there, good uppercut. He has to take a stand eventually. Another couple body shots. Look at the uppercuts. And he's setting Mitch Green up with uppercuts. He throws his left jab for Tyson. And now we see Mitch Green.
Tyson had already sealed his victory. Green's efforts to land a solid punch were in vain. Tyson's speed allowed him to counter every punch Green attempted.
5 times, and Tyson for the first time seems a little bit puzzled.
Well, he's smiling. Tyson is smiling, but see, Green has those fast hands. Good body shot by Mitch Green. Now we're seeing a different Mitch Green.
There was his right hand.
He's made up properly. He's holding behind the head, which he allows those shots like that to land. Here again.
Oh, what a left hand.
Title fight to fight a title fight, but that somewhere down the road he will have had the training to win a title fight.
Tyson draws a warning for headbutts.
He's just taking advantage of every opportunity. He has some grievances with Don King about not getting the type of money that he wants, but the fact is, he has to prove himself here.
And the mouthpiece goes again.
What's going to happen as Tyson gets further and further into his career? He's going to figure out a better way to approach fights like this. Those shots, I love those body shots.
Another day in the classroom. Big left hand to end things.
Although Tyson couldn't knock out Mitch Green, he felt he had accomplished his goal, as he explained in his post-fight interview.
I don't want to sound rudish or anything. I didn't want to knock him out or anything. I wanted to put a lot of pressure on him and make him decide himself whether to give up or not. He wouldn't get knocked out. If he get hit on the chin, he can't see the punch, and he would say, "Oh, I didn't see the punch. I got knocked out." So I left it up to himself, and as I must say, I must take my hat off. He's a very tough individual.
Oh, Tyson, this iron, Mike, this iron, that. You don't realize that the guy had a car crash. He damaged his hand. He broke up with his wife. All his mind is not on the game. On this fight, his mind not conditioned for this fight. And I was confident before all this happened.
Frank Bruno was fully aware of Tyson's fearsome reputation, but that didn't stop him from mocking and disrespecting him in several interviews. Mike Tyson entered the fight with intense fury, fueled by a deep desire to punish Bruno for his disrespectful remarks.
It's a lion going against the zebra, and I'd have to agree. Tries to keep him off. Bruno showing that he's not afraid, hanging on. Bruno's already tagged with the right hand, and there goes Bruno. The first.
Bruno faced immense pressure but stood his ground, responding to Tyson's relentless onslaught with solid punches of his own.
Bruno has all the pride of England standing for him. He get tagged again by a right hand. He's trying to hang on to Mike and hit. Mike is just looking for an opportunity. Tyson by catching him in the first round. He's nailed again with the body and then to deliver that right hand to the head. The right hand catches Bruno. Left hook. Bruno looks ready to go. Now is when he's going to hang on in his fight. Tyson lightning. Bruno has got to throw that right hand more and try to catch Tyson with a left hook. Bruno looks a little wobbly already. Right hand misses Frank Bruno. Bruno has come to try and mix it up. He's hanging on to the head of Tyson. Tyson not effective ring. He knows he's in with a bull. Tyson gets nailed with a left hook. Tyson looks wobbly as he attacks Bruno. Bruno continues to stand behind the head of Mike Tyson. That can be inspected so far. 4-12. A lot of people didn't think we'd get to the fourth round in this fight. Bruno is just kind of a stand-up guy, almost tailor-made for Tyson. That time he caught him with the side. That light, ooh, another right hand gets through. Come on, punch it, get out. The fight's been so fast, it's so exciting, it's hard to do that. But a special hello to Chris Myram's first round and the chant from the better than 5,000 British subjects that are here cheering for Bruno to do something against Tyson. Bruno's clear, but he knows the power of Mike Tyson. Tyson, if ever there was a guy fighting, doesn't do anything to him. Tyson back up bouncing. Well, all the questions about distractions have been answered as Tyson attacks. Bruno doing it. Tyson misses wild with a left uppercut. Mike Tyson doesn't seem to have that fiery look in his eyes right now as he lunges for the challenger inside of the chop. Mike catches him with a good left hook, and Bruno has the wherewithal. Tyson
looked dominant, putting in every effort to overpower and defeat the Englishman in the ring.
And Bruno, if he hopes to win, has got to let that right hand fly. Tyson knows that he can catch up. In fact, for the betting public, round 3 is an important round. Right hand cut Bruno right in the... But Tyson doesn't get frustrated. He just goes about his business. He's bleeding from the nose. He was down in the very early seconds as Tyson nails him with the uppercut. Now Frank comes very slowly into the world, and people are interested in that around here. How about hanging on and hitting Mike Tyson? Tyson pummels him with the right hand. Mike trying to set him up with the left hand. To that right hand in close.
Get out!
Tyson continues to come in. Tyson just really pours in like a madman almost. Frank has got to start throwing that right hand. Tyson is almost measuring him now. His advantage, but Tyson doesn't get frustrated. He just looks to throw the shot. Bruno was able to block that. Tyson just looking to set his man up. He's back on the assault. He tries to reach him inside with a short, crisp shot. Bruno ties him up inside. It's clear, but he was caught by a shot by Frank Bruno. Tyson trying to fight back. Vicious body shot. His sister, who's also watching in New Zealand. In such magnificent shape. Big, vicious body shot. Tyson attacks with a left of his own. Bruno is caught by a right hand and a left hook. Bruno comes back and the idea that it's a question of time before Mike catches him. There's some real good shots there. The style that Bruno is fighting here. Uppercut comes that time.
By the 5th round, the referee had seen enough to warrant stopping the fight.
And Tyson attacks him. His last time out against Bugner, Bruno had to go 8 rounds. So Bruno attempting to make a better fight of this than most people thought possible. He's lost every round, make no mistake about it. Tyson, on the other hand, Tyson gives him room to come off the ropes. Scores with the uppercut, lands a big right hand. Bruno's in big trouble now. He's ready to go. He hits him with a right hand. He seats about 8,000 or 9,000 here at the Hill Motel. Bruno was caught that time, and Tyson knows it. Tyson trying to attack now to finish him off. He can. He's still in big trouble. The uppercut catches him. The right hand catches him. To his knee and take an 8 count. Instead of letting this guy nail him with a flush right hand. Blood coming from the nose. His eyes are puffy. Tyson is punishing, not be saved by the bell as the big right hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele, stop the fight.
I want to stay there and fight him, because nobody hasn't done that, and see how he reacts. I feel I have a better chance of beating him if it goes in the later rounds, but if it doesn't go in the later rounds, it's fine. In the earlier rounds, I'm strong. In the later rounds, I get strong. That I can beat Mike Tyson.
By defeating merciless Ray Mercer, Jesse Ferguson cemented his reputation as a powerful force in the heavyweight division. Even the media believed that Jesse might be one of the few who could dethrone Tyson.
And it has been kind to Mike Tyson. Here we go.
Ferguson performed well, going up against a formidable opponent right from the 1st round while still managing to land some effective punches himself.
Starting out, going to the body. A couple of those punches appeared low.
In the Carl Williams fight, we saw Jesse Ferguson go into the corner and onto the ropes and then counter with left hooks off the ropes.
Ferguson has lasted longer than have some of Tyson's 12 first-round knockout victims. But now, Tyson got an uppercut through the guard.
Even in the amateurs, Mike Tyson can throw great body shots. He takes what you give him.
Ferguson is standing still and allowing Tyson to swing away at the ribcage.
You saw a few seconds ago, one of the things that makes Tyson so special, he threw a tremendous left hook, missed with it, and didn't go off balance. Always in position to punch.
But he went back into the shell.
First 17 fights.
Ferguson landed one good left. One. We'll be back.
In the second round, Kid Dynamite relentlessly drove Jesse Ferguson against the ropes, intent on scoring a knockout.
He gets the punch there quickly.
On the body. Might not be an inadvisable strategy.
An opponent that just grabbed him and looked to survive, and he really didn't keep his concentration. Opponent here in Ferguson, who's not giving him very many punching opportunities. If he continues to stay on.
Get low as they deliver their punches. Their heads are going to be very close together. And Jesse Ferguson fighting defensively.
By the third round, the crowd and reporters started to appreciate Ferguson's determination to remain standing, despite enduring a heavy beating.
Train something out of him. He is not breathing heavily. He looks in pretty good shape at this point.
You would find almost no one in the arena who believed before this began that it would go to a decision. You mentioned, of course, the relationship to Patterson, but there is really no direct comparison style between the two fighters.
You might be able to see here that the fighters are fighting with 8-ounce Everlast thumbless gloves. The 8 ounces in non-title fights. Punches. He's got to set himself. Once again, those are arm punches.
As Mike Tyson mentioned in a previous interview, he becomes increasingly ravenous in the ring as time goes on, and you need to watch your time if he senses blood.
Ferguson fighting a somewhat more offensive effort. So far, I have to think he's shown some intelligence, Alex. Well, scheduled 10-round heavyweight fight between Mike Tyson and Jesse Ferguson.
This became clear in the fifth round when Tyson cornered Ferguson and unleashed a combination that seemed to break his nose.
I think he respects Ferguson.
A TKO defeat, not a decision. Was in trouble in both the first and 10th rounds, and now he's in trouble here. Blood coming out from the nose.
Ferguson managed to survive, but his luck would end in the sixth.
He is in desperate trouble. He will not last much longer. Rivera almost stopped it there. Mike Tyson's known as a great finisher. Let's see how he does with Ferguson.
Ferguson gamely hanging in, having trouble covering up. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Ferguson trying to jab.
Opponent when he has him hurt. Jesse Ferguson is hurt. Let's see how Mike Tyson does to take him out. He's going to have to get in there and force him apart.
Another left.
Tyson's making a mistake by letting himself get this close to Ferguson. He must maintain a little bit of distance so that he's going to take a point. He's disqualifying him. He disqualified Jesse Ferguson.
Mike Tyson, here I come. Here I come. You better be ready. You better be ready.
Jose Ribalta was a formidable presence in the heavyweight division, often considered the largest opponent Tyson had encountered in his career. He was both strong and agile, and he, along with his trainer, didn't hesitate to criticize Tyson.
There's a man that could beat Mike Tyson, is Jose Ribalta. It's going to be a lot of people surprised down in Miami when he knocks him out. When Mike Tyson hurts a guy, he puts him to sleep. If he tags Jose, I hope he don't think Jose's going to lay down.
The match began with Tyson demonstrating his signature peekaboo boxing style, but Ribalta remained unfazed by it.
Again, just tremendous body shots, and what an uppercut.
Height advantage. He has to go downstairs first. Stay down chest of Ribalta. Ribalta has problems with Marvis Frazier. Couldn't keep him off.
Of course, when we talked to Tyson, he said, I don't mean to take anything away from Tyson
throws. It's going to take a great deal of wind. Inside. Not to try to exchange punch for punch. He can't do that.
And that was a right hand by
on a tall man like Ribalta. Was able to tie up Mike.
Ribalta.
You notice the way that Tyson's working the body. Tyson has developed as a fighter.
Left hand.
Hands up at all times.
Big right hand again, but Ribalta stays right now.
In the second round, the exceptionally muscular 6'5" Ribalta, towering over Tyson, clearly deviated from the typical strategy.
It's a good left to the chin.
One thing about Tyson, he has speed, puts a lot of velocity behind his punches, or he wants rather to make Tyson respect him. He's punching very, very clean, very clean.
We'll just sit back and let you listen a little bit.
A great deal of power.
Ribalta
right hand by Mike Tyson is inviting.
And there was an uppercut. Yes, it really did.
Body. It's a thing of beauty. Very short.
Tyson's punches. Great. His trainer said his man is tough after the first round.
There's the uppercut again. Punch. Watch the right hand, Barry. You notice the uppercut, man.
This is the third round, and you wouldn't have found a lot of smart money saying that it would go this far. Three good examples right there, and then the uppercut behind it.
No one typically bounces back from a knockdown like that from Tyson, yet Ribalta managed to put up a great fight.
Tyson, but you gotta time it.
Well, it's an interesting technique, Ray, because he's not running like Green did or staying away like than his opponents. His body shots are so hard, there's a distinctly different sound to them.
The reason
category of who to thunk it.
All right, great.
So I'm sure that's the thinking of his corner, is if he gets by 4 or 5, he can hurt you on the gloves.
Punch is going to get there first. You notice when he's like a train, locomotive.
We will remind you that Harold Letterman, our official, unofficial judge here, split decision that most everyone feels he won.
Okay, now you can start to dominate the fight.
It's wide open. He is so susceptible to the right hand.
Right hand by Ribalta. But he pays the...
One thing about Ribalta, he is not intimidating. He is not intimidating. Ribalta's been trying to throw some straight right hands, right? It's not going to work. The type of punch is going to work.
Left hand by Tyson. The right hand was a little short.
Now is to see whether Tyson can sustain his fury. That's been giving away rounds, especially inside. You notice that Tyson throws a great deal of body shots. Say, hey, game plan is starting to work now.
By the middle rounds, Ribalta's strategy of enduring Tyson's initial assault and then countering with his own attacks began to pay off.
Right hand partially caught. That was an uppercut by Ribalta, and Tyson right back with 2 shots to the body.
You notice how he throws his punches, man. Either they want Tyson to punch himself out, he drops the other hand.
Is it just me, Ray, or Ribalta
gets careless? Tyson just turned southpaw.
He pitched a virtual shutout against Green, and according to him, yeah, because unlike Tillis or Green, as he mentioned, Ribalta's
looping uppercuts.
With quick Tillis. He's staying in the fight.
Ribalta has stand power. And also, like Tyson's going to say,
he still is not seen, as Larry mentioned, the bigger heavyweights, the Burbicks at 227 or the Withers.
That Ribalta has been doing from the very first round. I mean, no one expected too much from Ribalta. It's a combination from the 4 punches. More than 1 punch.
Tyson just missing that uppercut.
Despite taking significant punishment, he effectively focused on Tyson's body with his own powerful shots.
From Ribalta, and also a low blow by Ribalta.
The guy has... Oh my God.
There was a big right hand, and that hurt Ribalta.
Watch your head. Keep him up.
Because he's fighting the right way. Every time.
But again, as Kevin Rooney in his corner would like him to. That was a good left hand. Quick exchange.
His mouthpiece has been knocked out.
And Jose got the worst goal.
Ribalta fought better than any opponent Tyson had faced up to that point.
Tyson, all he wants to do is counter.
Tyson's really taking his time.
They are still not there yet. The spring is left. There is no spring.
And there's a smashing left hand. And the referee, because Ribalta's arms were locked.
Tyson has been wearing down a game opponent. And we'll see.
Crowd taking up a chant of Jose.
This is all instinct.
Oh, another big left hand.
Oh, his legs.
And he's actually walked in here in the 9th round, and it appears as if Jose Ribalta will swap way. There's a big right hand, and Ribalta is about to go. And another big right hand, back to the bottom.
Chin of Ribalta.
It's only a question of time now.
And drop that right hand. Look at that left hand of Ribalta. Watch it. Watch for a straight right hand.
No question about it. He's not run. He's not just tried to survive. He's tried to fight. The crowd, again, showing its both appreciation and...
In the 10th round, Tyson landed a devastating left hook that sent Ribalta crashing to the canvas, signaling the approaching end of the fight.
He actually caught Tyson, ran from it. Oh, what a shot!
Yeah, that's a fighter.
And that's it.
Tyrell Biggs, an Olympian, held a strong grudge against Tyson, which was apparent even in his pre-fight interview.
You know, I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Tyson. I owe it to myself to go out there and beat this fella and be called the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Tyson wasn't going to let that slide. He was determined to do whatever it took to bring the larger man down. Tyrell Biggs was quick and effectively landing his rapid jab from a distance. However, Kid Dynamite attempted to find his way inside, looking for that one punch that would knock Biggs out. Biggs, on the other hand, moved with precision, consistently landing punches on Tyson throughout the rounds. By the 7th round, Mike realized that Biggs was vulnerable, and he finally succeeded in taking advantage of it. Donovan "Razor" Ruddock was a formidable fighter, famous for his powerful left hook that could devastate opponents at any moment.
His legs it all. Good left hook. Goes quick down to the second straight. Dumps it down.
When the fight with Mike Tyson was confirmed, Ruddock recognized that his best chance of victory was to provoke Tyson and get under his skin, a strategy he successfully executed.
One thing Tyson have is that he's been knocked out before by a lesser opponent, and he's going to sleep again.
Tyson was clearly irritated by Ruddock's actions, and it was now Ruddock's turn to prove himself and back up his words in the ring.
Round one scheduled for 12. Doesn't seem to care. A hard body punch by Tyson.
That's the real Tyson right there. That combination of punches was the real Tyson.
Hit fake.
It's done something. It stopped Iron Mike.
Oh, what a right hand by Tyson, but it missed. And we felt the breeze. It was right above us.
Tyson.
And we are heading for the bell. Richard Steele, an associate minister, lets them know.
You could cut this tension with a knife. Both men throwing punches. Any one of which could stop for it. He threw his bomb.
Oh, all right. By Tyson, and Ruddock stumbled, but he stayed up.
Well, he
defended by Ruddock. Down goes Ruddock.
Put it together. Pull your arm back, Razor. Pull him back, Razor.
And now Steele. Warning. Oh. Great right hand. Strong right hand.
Ruddock surviving. Barely.
After landing a straight left hand with less than 10 seconds remaining in the round, Ruddock was met with Tyson's powerful left hook to the side of his head.
By Ruddock, a left by Tyson, and down goes Ruddock.
Steele will have to warn him, and then he'll have to take a point.
Tyson has to keep his head here. Body shot by Tyson.
Uppercut by Tyson, and the crowd groans. That body shot sounded like he hit
a dump. You can see his strength. They needed a big, strong guy to officiate this one. Boy, that's for 12. Oh, what a right hand by Tyson. It was a riveting right to the head.
Tyson displayed glimpses of his former self, showcasing his trademark bobbing, weaving, and powerful left hooks in a significant bout, even though it wasn't a championship fight.
Oh, right by Tyson. Relentless attack by Tyson. Really pouring it on now.
I don't think anybody can question his integrity or his honesty.
A flurry in the center of the ring. Midway through the with Tyson's promoter, Don King. Oh. There's a right hand by Mike Tyson. But they settled on Steele. Nevertheless.
They're on like a little uppercut and then the right hand over. Oh, nice look.
Here comes Razor Ruddock out of nowhere. A combination.
The punishment.
Oh, a big left by Ruddock. And a low blow counter by Tyson. An uppercut by Ruddock.
However, Ruddock once again showcased his determination to fight, even though his somewhat sluggish style was still apparent.
Came awake after all that punishment and inflicted some hard punishment again.
A left uppercut by Razor Ruddock. As he was going down, got a punch off in the process.
Now that's what he's got to do. Ruddock just went back. Oh, now he's trying to get his chopped down little by little. Whoa, nice right hand by Tyson. Tyson way ahead, 50 to 43 unofficially on my card.
Tyson says no, hit me again, and he did with the right. As the bell sounds.
In the 7th round, Tyson delivered a 6-punch combination to Ruddock. Although Ruddock stayed on his feet and seemed able to continue, referee Richard Steele stepped in and halted the fight, declaring Tyson the winner by technical knockout.
No, but this is an electrifying round. We head into number 7.
Well, that should wake Mike Tyson up.
Say these two guys have pretty good chins.
Yeah, but Ruddock's getting braver and braver. As Douglas did in Tokyo, he has now gotten his...
Taking some steam out of Tyson. Ruddock coming back. Now Tyson with a big left. I would say
those punches took a little bit of effect on Tyson. That was a hard body shot by Tyson.
Let's see how Tyson... Oh, the left! Now the right combination! Steele steps in. Is it over? It's over! It's over!
Larry Holmes never respected Tyson, believing he didn't deserve to be mentioned alongside all-time greats like Ali and Joe Frazier.
Everybody in this room here would have been able to beat Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was born right.
Mike Tyson was furious, and when the moment arrived to finally unleash his fists on Holmes, he wasted no time.
The heavyweight championship of the world!
Tyson relentlessly chased Holmes, closing the distance and unleashing powerful combinations.
No respect for anything that Holmes does as he bores in, leading with the left hand. The fear of Mike Tyson in the first round. Boxing, can that left jab keep him away? So far, Tyson is coming through it. Expect to see Larry fight him and wonder if it will frustrate the... Cutting Holmes off in the corner. Larry lashes out with that left hand and then ties him up. Larry looking almost... Mike, exactly the way to throw Tyson off balance by shifting left and right. Question is, how long can Larry Holmes do it? Tyson showing no respect so far, boring in the way he always does. Knows exactly how to tie him up when he gets inside. He's not going to let Mike wail away with him. Scheduled for 12, the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world at stake. Again, round to score. 3 minutes for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rounds if it goes that far. Inside, Mike counters by throwing 4 or 5 punches. The champion. Larry lets the right hand stake. Mike Tyson attacks Larry Holmes. They traded blows. Larry with a sneaky right hand almost caught Mike coming in. Attacks. Larry has brilliant defense. Mike really has one in. Unless he's in better shape than most people believe, he can get his body in, manipulating punches before his knockouts occur. Forget he's 5'11 and a half, Larry's 6'3". Big question is how long can his legs stay strong? There's a lot of pressure on him constantly. Larry just missed him, but the old Larry Holmes would have been snapping the left hand off. Instead, Larry's just holding it.
The fight was completely one-sided, as Holmes' renowned jab had no effect on Tyson's 22-year-old prowess.
Larry with that left hand down, and he better not leave it down. He better keep it up in the face of this guy. Larry him on the chin. Mike shakes his head no. One of the big questions, if in fact Larry can nail Tyson. Tyson's blows, he's going to keep the pressure on him constantly. This is the 3rd round. When Larry was up on his toes and sticking it. The way he's backing up, he's going to need it. Holmes comes with an uppercut of his own. It's heavier than when Larry throws a punch. Larry doing a nice 20 seconds to go in this, the 3rd round. Mike is showing no respect for Holmes' punching power. Because Larry is a guy in his career that won his fights. Oh, first good right hand landed.
In the 4th round, Holmes was knocked down for the first time in his career by a devastating left hook.
Larry knows exactly how to take away that punching power. Some offense here. And again, Larry knows how to tie him up. On his face now than he had in the 1st round. Left hook caught him. The crowd loves to see this. Larry definitely a sentimental favorite. You see that head right? Tyson boards in. Here's Tyson attacking again. 38-year-old Larry Holmes cannot continue that round after round. Oh, a big right hand. His legs are gone. And in comes Mike. It was a big right hand. Larry's nailed again. It's up to 7 and 8. He knows he has him in trouble. It's just a matter of time. Larry will not survive this round. He's trying to fight back with everything in the left hand. 17, he's trying desperately. But he should be hanging on. Nail with the right hand, the left hand that was able to do it against Ronaldo Snipes. He goes with a big right hand. The left will come inside. There's the left, there's the right. Larry's ready to go again. He's going to hang on or they'll stop the fight. Down he goes. Larry's hurt.
And that marked the end of Holmes' career.
It didn't even bother the crowd. It was a vicious.
The first bout between Ruddock and Tyson ignited controversy, with many believing Ruddock could have won if the fight had gone to the scorecards. As a result, an immediate rematch was arranged, with Ruddock showing no mercy this time.
Round 1 scheduled for 12.
Tyson started round 1 explosively, staggering Ruddock with a right hook to the side of his head in the final seconds.
Standing straight up in front of Donovan, Razor Ruddock almost disdaining his hook.
He has one of the best lefts in the business. Good counter punch by Tyson. That wobbled Ruddock a bit.
Razor giving ground, not fighting like he did in that first round. In that first fight, a little tentative is Ruddock.
There's a left uppercut to the midsection by Razor.
Razor's got to put some hard, stinging punches in there, or else.
Overhand right by Tyson, but it was well covered.
Hammering uppercuts that missed by Ruddock.
4-year-old district judge from Reno, the third man of the ring.
Absence of the jab from Ruddock.
Big right by Tyson.
He's got him in trouble.
A solid right hand by Mike Tyson to the head of Ruddock.
Looks like a jackpot that time.
And they continue after the bell. A heavy right by Tyson, stalking Ruddock. Ruddock in trouble.
Ruddock made a strong comeback, demonstrating signs of regained power as he effectively held his ground against Tyson.
Whoa, was that a narrow escape by Tyson? Landing a great body shot.
Ruddock landing with the right, but again, here comes.
Blocked by 2 tremendous punches. He comes back. And Ruddock, another good 2 shots. Another good 2 hooks. Tyson is starting to wear out.
Oh, what a left hand by Razor Ruddock. It got through, Bertie.
He faked the right hand and went right up the middle. He just didn't have power with it.
Tyson just loading up with the right. Tyson's head back. Ruddock.
There you go.
Good left hand by Ruddock. That backed Tyson up. Well, that got Tyson's respect. And he's got the bankable fighter in the world. This is risky business for him.
This is very risky business after that last round, because it's showing he could be hurt.
And it's only the 4th round.
Oh, tremendous uppercut by Donovan. His strategy is that weight, everything else, will wear down Tyson after round 6 or 7, and he can come on if that's a dangerous strategy. He's been down twice. Ruddock breathing out of his mouth, looking a little weary, and that weariness is because...
However, in the 4th round, Tyson countered Ruddock's uppercut with a right hook that sent Ruddock crashing to the canvas.
Something we haven't seen much of.
Oh, hard shot.
There goes Ruddock again. He's down for the 2nd time. The left hook, but it didn't make contact. A miss by Ruddock.
Ruddock is not snapping his jab. He's letting it just stay there. He's going to get killed. Tyson's going to eat him up. He's got to get something going to make Mike think about it. Back he goes on his heels. He's in trouble again. Well, it does rain, but it pours. Now that he's got a 2-10-8 rounds.
We see more of Ruddock's right hand in this rematch.
You have to wonder, why does he look so sluggish? Is it those pounds? It certainly isn't affecting his punching power, but Bruno certainly got to get up off the canvas as well as Razor Ruddock does. He keeps getting up off again. There goes the mouthpiece of Razor Ruddock.
We haven't seen too many jabs or combinations. Here's a double left by Razor Ruddock.
Down and out.
It was the only round he won.
I don't feel he's opened up. He had that one round in the third where he won, but he wasn't really wide open.
And then, of course, it was stopped controversial. It looks like both fighters sucking air, looking for that second win. Now, here's Ruddock with the left. Another left. Missed with the right.
But they're so powerful that Mike has to cover up.
But Tyson proving he is a super counter puncher.
He's certainly going to make Holyfield overconfident. Watching this, Holyfield has that.
And where is that right hand by Razor Ruddock?
Why isn't he punching? Good hammering hook.
Pretty good left by Razor Ruddock.
That's what he's got to do more of. And you're wondering what Mike Tyson knows.
And a solid left hook by Tyson, then a right.
Tyson is tough. No question about it. He
Actually in the seventh by Richard Steele.
Ooh, nice hook. Two nice hooks. Nice uppercut.
Countering left, though, by Tyson, then a right.
Stunned.
A left hook by Tyson that connected. Now a right that lands by Tyson. Hey, Mike, let's get it on. Don King says that's a reflection of Holyfield's confidence.
Well, he's a warrior from the old school. This guy Tyson looks like a fighter from the 30s or the 40s. He takes his beating and then he keeps coming in. But he's not throwing it like he should.
Work on it, come on.
Uppercut by Mike Tyson. That snapped Ruddock's head back, tasting the canvas.
Tyson seems to be letting him get away because
and we're not even through round 5.
Punch out, come on.
Tyson's body attack is kind of a thing of, oh, he's responded well. Good hard punch by Tyson.
Tyson opening up. He's got Ruddock in the corner, but Ruddock able to
content to just stay there.
Ruddock, busy man, 49 championship fights. Ironically, only one man in Nevada has had four championship fights. Richard Steele, 87.
And right now, Ruddock has chosen not to fight again. And Tyson has chosen not to fight again. Razor Ruddock. Oh, low gap didn't exist.
Oh, what a right hand. Ruddock came back with a left, though.
Ruddock came back with a hammering punch. Another good. Ruddock should be smothering him. He's letting him punch on the inside.
Get the punches.
Why isn't that jab out there? Why isn't he stopping him with a jab? He's not even throwing it.
Punch on it, come on, punch out.
Again, they've thrown boxing tactics out the window. Do it against Mike Tyson. Razor Ruddock. That right by Tyson didn't have full impact.
We step back, please. Here we go, one step back.
Oh, nice.
Good left by Ruddock.
Wonderful left by Ruddock. Again, the low blow. Again.
Ruddock with the miss, the counter by Tyson.
This is Tyson, a combatant. He's smelling knockout.
Looking to put Ruddock away.
In the latter half of the fight, both fighters, especially Tyson, appeared determined to land knockout blows on each other.
Back comes Tyson. Surprised it's gone this far.
There's a jab. However weak, he should be popping that jab out there. If you're going to throw it with some measure and some meanness to take that hammering if it happens to him again. Oh, nice nice uppercut, two nice uppercuts by...
All right by Ruddock, that stunned Tyson.
I think Tyson's got to get in gear again. This thing's getting close and there's no need to.
Tyson snapping the jab. We haven't seen
quality of a heavyweight, and the risk here is enormous.
Right hand by Tyson.
The risk to Tyson, his reputation, his earning power. The fight with... Oh, Tyson just got hammered and he comes back fighting.
What an exchange!
Or any of it.
Punch out. Get off that neck, Razor. Come on.
Boy, this is a shootout.
A left by Ruddock.
Tyson not too sure right now. What a shootout if Ruddock could get some more going. Much better because Ruddock has been able to take these punches, giving you some kind of doubt. Could that first one have continued? I'd like to know somebody that bet this was going to go the distance.
Not many.
Certainly not me. A good all fairness to Tyson. He can't help those low blows. He's little. And Ruddock is very with the right hand. Hard.
Tyson digging to the ribs.
Round around.
What a comeback by Razor Ruddock.
Continued on. Had not Steele stopped it. Could it have been more of this? Oh, nice shot by Ruddock.
Right by Tyson.
Ruddock in trouble. Ruddock's face, a mask of pain. Those shots to the ribs caved him in.
Ruddock. Holyfield's title.
And Tyson has got to go back. Oh, he got hit again. Tyson coming in. Another right hand.
Any chances? He's got to go for the knockout.
Well, he's ahead unofficially on my card, which, as we know, means nothing here in Las Vegas. But I think he's ahead.
Caution from Bill's Way. There's a low blow. Very low by Ruddock. Extremely low.
That was the payback. That was a straight payback.
In the 12th round, Tyson aggressively sought a knockout victory against Ruddock. However, Ruddock endured Tyson's onslaught and managed to finish the fight without facing any additional knockdowns.
Got a gigantic heart. More low blows by Tyson.
Blood. Doubling up with the left by Tyson.
You take off points, doesn't help you as far as your physical content on not letting this go to the judges. He doesn't want any tricks here. What he wants is a knockout.
Just
Tyson. Oh, what a low blow.
And then Ruddock answered with a low blow as the bell sounds.
By the end of the fight, Ruddock had a swollen left eye and a broken jaw, while Tyson had suffered a perforated eardrum.
Mighty Mike Tyson.
And to all the people who want to make deals with Mike, I would suggest that you just hold on, to make deals because you might lose a lot of money. So just hold on a little bit longer.
And I know you guys don't think he's going to be. I know you don't think that.
Botha didn't possess the skills needed to engage Tyson in verbal exchanges, and once the fight began, it was evident that the old Tyson had returned.
He's going to resort back to some of the old Botha tactics, and if there's no other way, I want to see how
he head movement on the part of
But
Mike.
then again, Mike is fighting, quietly waiting for his opening. There's one, two, America, and power.
Another hit.
That's more movement by Botha than I've seen in quite some time.
Nearly 2 years. What will happen if he gets hit hard by Botha? Does Botha have the ability to combat this? Botha certainly doesn't look afraid.
Behind that jab, you're right.
And he hasn't done it. He hasn't done it, passenger.
There's some blood on the head of Mike Tyson.
Very well indeed. It's what he's wanted to do.
I just had a little deja vu called Bone Crusher Smith dancing. And I'm starting to see that unfold right before me.
Being very patient.
See when Mike's slipping underneath you.
Avoiding everything Mike does.
So intense off to start. Chaos after the first round. Now they pick it up in round two. Tyson screaming at Richard Steele. Tyson mad. Now he's going back to his old style. He's just coming in, and he's claiming he's being grabbed and held.
Both has been screaming. See how he twisted? See how he twisted? That's the leverage. He's twisting his arm or adding pressure to his arm and screaming about it.
And Tyson wants touchdown. What an ugly start to this fight.
When you're disqualified, read the rule book. You'll find that
Botha didn't do much damage.
And Botha won the first round, so this is interesting. Let me tell you, Botha's doing a pretty good job of fighting.
hit him 2 hands in each ear.
The vice.
That should pop your eardrums for you. Well, this one was more Botha than Tyson. Having none of that. He's backing up Botha. Botha did not back up.
He's losing his cool. This was the right hook. It almost went down.
Botha, don't hold or you'll lose a point. Now, there's another one coming. More punches in him. He's landing more. Tyson is being outjabbed.
Resorting to any and all tactics here.
Well, Botha's charging and smothering the punches, but he's
again with that wild left hook.
He's coming forth because there's fire in Mike Tyson's eye. There's fire.
Straight fire.
This is the kind that got into the streets of Brooklyn.
And again, a left hook to the jaw mix by both.
That's right.
So what we got here is interesting.
Clearly, most people.
Unfortunate for Tyson, he got a guy that has.
Botha dancing around.
This is Mike using his weight to bowl.
Remember, we've seen Botha go past 5.
This is an alley fight. As Tyson would come out, Tyson slips in Botha's corner over the logo and would overwhelm Franz Botha. Looks fatigued already, exhausted.
Either. He hurt Botha with that right hand. He just jabbed in and through. Botha can't win that one.
Round 3.
Former fighter, and knowing the game, as a referee, I've seen he's going to do the same thing.
Botha being warned for the hold. The round has to be taking tolls on both fighters.
What takes toll is the emotion.
Tyson sent Botha back, but it was off the shoulder. Now a left by Mike Tyson. Except for perhaps after.
Many of them take a point away for excessive holding. Then Botha's got to fight. He didn't come here to fight. He came here to punch and hold. And that's something that is not necessarily respectable.
And Botha backing up.
That's not the strategy Botha said. He talked about punching, stepping up to the side and punching again instead of punching.
And the layoff has hurt his speed and it's hurt his
just get Tyson.
There was a considerable amount of clinching during the fight, as Botha clearly felt the effects of Tyson's immense power.
Bobby, this is not a holding round. This guy is just walking around, kind of looking at him, making Botha's ahead right now. It's Tyson who's got to worry, not Botha. This is not even half of Tyson.
Tyson ate 2 right hands there.
Got a punch with both. Now again.
But Tyson just showing no speed whatsoever.
Well, Botha's certainly not showing any intimidation. He's not scared of him.
And the crowd reacts.
And loves it. Well,
Botha's ahead right now. He's not winning the round.
Beating Tyson to that right hand.
With his hands way down by his side, and he got nailed.
That was a nice movement by Mike, but he's not fighting. I'll tell you what, I don't like fighters that just
getting off first, and Tyson not countering, not taking advantage.
I think the crowd was just rallying up behind action.
Yeah. The thing is, Mike is punching one at a time. One at a time and defecated by this mountain of white flesh here. I mean, as soon as he went long, if it's long, it will be. I forget Brawley.
Round 5, Francois Botha stymieing Mike Tyson, keeping him.
He's not throwing 2 punches. That is Botha. I mean, he's not going in with 2 and 3.
But Mike's got to fire.
Oh, good right hand by Francois Botha. That was a solid shot on the face of Tyson.
We'll give you research it. It's points deducted.
Come on, punch it in there.
Tyson.
Pull him back, Mike. Pull him back.
Again, he looks off his opponent.
Pull him back, Mike. Pull your arms back.
Something to Tyson. As Botha tries to get this into the later rounds, it's round 5.
Listen, this guy just smothers him. That's the way to beat Tyson. He's doing it.
Double jab.
Botha has a terrific chin. We've seen that.
Both are
not
following Brooks's instructions.
It's a non-combative posture, and in this case,
of the power Tyson shots that we've seen him hit people. Not once. Now you go.
Tries to open it up, does Tyson. He's been down 2 times in his career, both versus Michael Moore.
If he doesn't listen to his corner, what does he need him for? He's got to do what Brooks wants.
Get on his back. Of both his nose.
Very slight. Almost nothing.
still he recovers.
Although Tyson took a little longer to find his rhythm, he gained the upper hand over Botha in the 5th round, finishing him off with a devastating shot directly to the chin.
First time Bobby let 2 punches go. He can't get off 2 punches. I mean, that is a mark of a shot fighter when you can't get off punches.
A strike! 9! Can he make it? It's over! It's over! Mike Tyson has returned!
Pinklon Thomas was a serious contender in the heavyweight division, recognized for his powerful punches and an ironclad chin that refused to go down. This fight against Thomas represented Tyson's first major test to determine if the hype surrounding him was warranted.
Tyson is a 6-1 favorite.
Thomas kept Tyson on his toes, really challenging him by throwing punches at every chance he got.
You notice that what happens inside here, we see some clinching. That's what exactly Bone Crusher Smith did. But inside the uppercut buried by Mike Tyson, inside. I think he has one of the most devastating uppercuts in a series of combinations. And one of those punches is going to land. The left hook. What's the uppercut?
Thomas a chance to unload that jab.
What adds your rhythm? The jab breaks the rhythm.
Another big left hand. Thomas is hurt.
The hands of Pinklon Thomas, especially that right hand, is starting to drop to his side.
Thomas has a long way to go in this first round, too, as you can see. As he comes in, he feigns left, he feigns right. There's a big left hand. And a big left hand right on the jaw of Pinklon Thomas. Thomas is in all kinds of trouble.
Upright, and all Tyson's doing is nailing.
His legs are not rock solid at this moment either.
What?
During the match, Iron Mike seemed to dominate Pinklon, making a knockout look inevitable.
Pinklon can't take too much more of this because he's still... Well, I stated earlier, the key to this punch for Pinklon Thomas is the jab.
It'll be all Thomas can do to get through this round.
There's the uppercut. He's getting angles. Don't stand directly in front of Mike Tyson because you see here, Mike can
throw left hand. Rarely do you see Tyson throw only one.
You know why Tyson's able to nail so many guys is because
5 seconds remaining.
Get excited. Because I guess he doesn't want anybody to overreact.
Reminiscent of the last fight, of course. There's a left hook again.
And that's what trainer Kevin Rooney told him to do.
Angelo Dundee telling Thomas, just stay away from this guy.
Now see, Mike needs to work with him. You see what happened with the left jab back?
Tyson's punches were striking with great force.
Of Thomas. There's another left hand by Tyson.
This man off will either back away. I don't think he needs to be there. I'm expecting to see a lot of guys tie up Mike Tyson.
That was another huge. There was a good jab by Thomas.
Mike Tyson now has started to jab Pinklon Thomas.
Well, Kevin Rooney told us that Tyson's jab.
Thomas to be the first one
straight up. He comes upright, and that's in line with the left hook of Mike Tyson.
Not sure that isn't cut over the left eye. He's pushing his jab that he's got to snap it for.
Angelo wants a little bit more lateral movement.
Starting to say swelling on both cheeks. There's a good jab again by Thomas.
He's to work that hand, work that free hand. Every time that Pinklon gives a little lateral movement, throws his jab.
However, Thomas also refused to back down.
Second only to that of Sonny Liston.
Once he stays in front of Mike, Mike's going to land punches. Mike is like a movement from Pinklon Thomas.
Okay, break it up, break it up.
Looks as though there might be a little cut above the left eye of Pinklon Thomas.
He's so conscious of that now. But you see what happens,
As previously noted, Pinklon Thomas is recognized for possessing one of the strongest chins in boxing history.
Ribalta and quick Tillis.
It can actually be the punch, Bart, to win the fight.
Took a lot of punishment in the first round.
The way that Mike Tyson holds his gloves close to his chin, he thinks he has the power to hit the gloves, and the gloves will actually hit himself. See, Angelo wants Pinklon to be first, and wants to retaliate with a few punches of his own.
First time.
I was really expecting to see a lot of clinching from Pinklon Thomas because I think he... Good right hand. Now the right hand is... I mean, the left jab can go downstairs, it can go upstairs.
And I think really started to confuse Mike Tyson a little bit, right? He scored with that uppercut.
Pinklon Thomas,
Tyson, that caught Thomas above the ear.
Mike Tyson, the same pace. He needs to pick his pace up a little bit, like he did just then.
Mike Tyson is the person who's tying up Pinklon Thomas more than Pinklon Thomas is tying up Mike Tyson. On Mike Tyson. Pinklon Thomas really is almost starting to control the tempo of the fight of Thomas. Not in a place you would think it would cause him a lot of opponents. And I think it's fair to say lesser opponents.
Unless it really bothers you, the swelling.
Tyson tried to use the jab as Kevin Rooney was exhorting him to do.
Little movement, little footwork from
and now
make some reach.
He's also starting to watch the head. And Thomas again, impressive in this round. He is getting off first. He got off first that time with the right hand. And now the jab is effective.
As long as you use it consistently, to keep anyone off balance. And to make you reach in, the right hand will land.
Long left hand by Tyson. Fighter become aware of being cut. I heard Thomas a couple rounds ago ask if he was cut.
Well, if you have a good cut, man, just like that was a good right hand. He needs to bend a little bit more than these. He's too upright. You see that jab? You see, again, it keeps him off balance. Good work from Pinklon Thomas.
And
jab.
peppering him with the jab, and again with the jab.
Yet, even that wasn't enough against Tyson, and after a flurry of 17 punches, Thomas finally fell.
I think Mike Tyson, what happens, he tries to...
And a left hand, and that staggered Thomas. Thomas has answered one question, and that is which Pinklon Thomas will show up. It's the one that beat Tim Witherspoon, win or lose.
Impress the public. I mean, he thinks it's an obligation. He has to stay in the clinches, move away, spin the guy off. See, Angelo doesn't want Pinklon Thomas here because he's...
And the question now, of course, is which Mike Tyson is showing up. The right hand behind it. Thomas in trouble again. And now Tyson moves in for the kill. Two uppercuts and a left hand. Thomas trying to hold on.
Do it your way.
There was a big uppercut by Tyson. Serious trouble, and down he goes.
6, 7, 8, 9. With that fight coming to an end, we now understand why it is a good idea to never disrespect Tyson straight to his face, as the beatdown you will receive will be one of a kind.